Alrighty. We're going to be getting started up here in just a second. Oh. Alright, just getting situated. Let's see. I don't know if that worked or not. Oh, yep, seems like it did. Alrighty. So, we are going to be doing some more Aether Hub, Throne of Eldraine Brewing tonight. I'm actually going to see if I can't pull up chat on my phone. Ooh, ignore that. Okay, so can I just go? Can I go chat only? Is that an option? Come on, there's got to be a way, right? There's no way to make a chat only. Alright, cool. I'm gonna have chat pulled up on my phone. We'll see how it goes. Maybe if I can set it somewhere. All right, so yeah, Throne of Eldraine, Brewing, professionalism. I know something about it. Let's see, where did we kick off from? We've done this. All these were covered last time. I think the ones y'all haven't seen is this Archon and Above. If y'all can see, I've been a little bit busy in making some decks, so we'll just go ahead and take a look at all these and see what we got here. So, I already mentioned in the last couple streams that I wanted to make a Harmonious Archon Go Wide strat, so that's what I did. This is Selesnya, and we're going to be using things like Tristani Discordant, March of the Multitudes, Ancestral Blade, Amara, Healer's Archon, and Witness. Just trying to get down a whole lot of tokens and then make them all into 3/3s and smash face. Very simple. Mill deck, not self-mill. Yeah, I can make a mill deck. I can certainly make a mill deck. But yeah, then we have things like Conclave for removal, Kinrit's Transformation. I want to try it out. But aside from that, it's a pretty standard, Selesnya Go Wide strat. One thing I might think about adding in here is Unbreakable Formation. Take out one Conclave, one Raise the Alarm, maybe. Maybe one Tristani. I don't know. But this was the base for the deck that I was thinking about. Now, let's see. That's that. Abzan Adventures. I wish, no offense to where all the card arts are pulled from these, but I wish it was the ones that are going to be in MTG Arena. So this is just an adventure deck. Focus completely around adventure. So we have Edgewall Innkeeper, which is going to allow us to draw a card every time we play a creature that has an adventure. Lucky Clover, which is going to allow us to copy our adventures when they're played. Mysterious Pathlighter, which is going to give a counter to all of our creatures with adventure. Wondermare, which is going to get a +1/+1 counter every time we play an adventure, or no, a creature spell with an adventure. So, a lot of fun stuff. And then the adventures that we're focusing on, we have Foul Mirror Knight, which allows us to draw a card. Also, it's 1 mana, 1/1 with Death Touch, so not terrible in the means of defending. We have Shepherd of the Flock, which allows us to return target permanent, so we can return something like Murderous Rider, right? And then if we have Lucky Clover, we can get two kills with Murderous Rider each time we play it, which is, you know, fantastic. We have Order of Midnight, which can allow us to bring back creatures from our graveyard to our hand. Wonder Mirror, we've already talked about. Mysterious Pathlighter, we've already talked about. Love Struck Beast, 3 mana for a 5/5. Sure, we need the 1/1, but we have Love Struck Beast, which can create 1/1s. We have Foul Mirror, which is a 1/1. Edgewall Innkeeper, which is a 1/1. We have Oakham Ranger, which creates 2 more 1/1s. So plenty to work with, right? Now let's see. I think that pretty much covers the full deck. You know, Murderous Rider is really going to be our removal here. Y'all know I'm not a huge fan of removal. And yeah, Oakham Ranger is going to allow us to buff all of our creatures and swing in. So pretty standard deck, pretty easy deck. Hopefully, ideally. Then we have a Garruk and Corvold deck, which I'm excited about. It's a Jund Sacrifice deck, and yeah, there's so many good cards that can go into an Aristocrats deck nowadays. All right, so let's hop in here. So obviously we have Garruk and Corvold in the deck, which are kind of gonna work side by side. Garruk, whatever his name is, whenever he creates the 2/2 green and black wolves, we can then use them to be sacrificed for, you know, whatever we need. Corvold, if we're attacking, or actually, hold up, I made this deck, and then I didn't. Oh, Vraska. I didn't throw in any. What's it called though? Should probably take out the Robber of the Riches and put in. Y'all have to excuse these. Some of these were made very late last night. I was gonna live stream it, but then I kept like talking to Eva and kept pushing it back further and further, and then I ended up passing out. And I was like, "Fuck, you know, I should probably go to bed." So I ended up going to bed after passing out in here. So yeah, that's if anyone was wondering what happened to that live stream last night, that's what happened. Me and Eva got off work, and I was like, yeah, I got a live stream, and I kept building decks, and we kept talking, and the time just kept going by, and so, you know, shit happened. So all these were made late last night, but I do think I need to edit this. Take out these. Priest. Was there anything else I wanted to do? Not that I can remember. Anyways. So yeah, the idea behind this deck is to get down food or whatever it may be, and then you can sacrifice the food using Giant Opportunity, or you can sacrifice your creatures using Priest and Vraska, and you have things like, not Bedevil, you have things like Mayhem Devil to increase damage whenever you go to sacrifice something. So every time you sacrifice something, you know, depending on if you have Judith and Mayhem Devil down and Corvold, you could be possibly making Corvold bigger, drawing a card, dealing damage, you know, from 2 sources. So pretty awesome, actually, pretty dope. And I'm excited to see what other decks come out of Jund Aristocrats, because I know there's going to be some very spicy ones. We'll just keep going back until we get here. Then we have a Corvold Food Sacrifice deck. Since Corvold is just reliant on permanent being sacrificed, it doesn't matter if it's creatures or... oh wow, this art for God Eternal Bantu is actually crazy. What? That's really cool. But yeah, since it can be any permanent that you're sacrificing, I figured let's make a Golgari deck, and it is technically Jund because you know Corvold, but aside from Corvold, everything is Golgari. You're saying, Chance, how do you pay for Corvold? You have Gilded Goose, right? And you have Bolas Citadel, so you can just play him or pay him, pay to play him. Let me get my words right there. But yeah, so this again is using Giant Opportunity, Feasting Troll King, Wicked Wolf, Vraska. All these things can sacrifice food tokens, and then we're using things like Gilded Goose, Giant Opportunity, Trail of Crumbs. All these things allow you to build up your food tokens, and Feasting Troll King itself. And since here's the cool thing with food tokens. One, you can sacrifice them. Yes, you can sacrifice 10 food tokens if you have them with Bolas Citadel. Deal that 10 life to your opponent. But furthermore, you're going to be paying a lot of life with Bolas Citadel, so sometimes you may just want to, eat the food. Use your mana to regain your life, and then just keep paying for cards off the top, right? So there are a lot of options here. And then we have things like Witch's Cottage down here. We do have Gingerbread Cabin, which also allows us to get food tokens. So pretty awesome. I'm definitely excited to play like literally all of these decks. I want to play all of these decks right now. But we gotta wait a day, and that's okay. Not even 24 hours. And I gotta say, I'm getting super excited. I love when these events come out, and I always feel so rushed in the beginning. By the end of the events, I'm so dead tired. I'm so like just beat, just exhausted, because whenever the event starts, I'm in full-blown rush mode to play, get videos up, keep the live stream going, keep entertainment flowing, all that good stuff. So next, we have a Naya Giants deck. Naya Giants. Gonna be so fun. I want to play Giants in more than just this manner that I have them here. But I kept like, and again, you'll have to remember this is late last night. I was super tired. Work. We ended up getting fucked last night at work. Long story short, and so y'all can understand, the state of tired that I was in. Those of you that do work, but yeah. So I was super beat. But and I kept branching into different paths for this build and for this deck, and eventually this is the one that I stuck with. It's sort of like just a general Naya Giants build, right? Nothing too special with it. We're using Giant Opportunity because I'm really loving this card, but it also gives you an opportunity to get a 7/7 Giant down for 3 mana, which is crazy. And since Giants cost so much, if you get down the 3 food otherwise, that's non-potential life, which can stall you out against those aggro decks and allow you to get to things like Realm Cloaked Giant and then just destroy everything, right? Well, at least all the creatures, all the non-giant creatures. And then we do have things like Domri to help protect our giants so they don't get countered, because if we're playing these big costly giants, we don't want them to just get countered. We're playing Domri's Chaos Bringer, so maybe we can give them haste and bring them in super quick. Playing a Johnny to build them up once they get down. And I kind of, anytime I'm playing a Naya deck that is based around creatures, these 3 planeswalkers, I'm always like, if I can slip them in, oh, you betcha. Then we do have things like Justice Strike and Domri's Ambush for some removal. So, yeah, and Smut Sprint, again, for the haste. This is just a Naya beatdown deck, a Naya smash giants in your face kind of deck, Just a fun one. Just a good old face smash. Then we have Righteousness Fling, and this is a deck that I'm really excited for all of you to take a look at, because this is one of those decks that I couldn't quite figure out, but I'm sure that y'all can. So here's the idea behind it. Righteousness gives target blocking creature +7/+7, right? Crazy stats. And then Fling reads, as an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Fling deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to any target. So I figured if we can take Righteousness, right, we're blocking with whatever, even a 1/1. And then we copy it. If we can copy it 3 times, or copy it twice rather, play it once, copy it twice, that's 22 damage, right? Even on a 1/1, that's 22 damage to your opponent with the fling. And so I kept thinking this over, like, how can we make this work? So this is what I came up with. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably not the best, but you know, it's what we got. It's what we're working with, what we're dealing with. So the idea here is to play Righteousness, play the Narset's Reversal, and then play the Righteousness again, which is obviously costly, because then you also have to play the Fling. So it's like, you know, it's costly. I think it's like, comes out to be a 6 mana play, which isn't terrible, considering it's a, you know, a one-shot KO. It's really not terrible. Especially if you use things like, we have Goblin Gathering and other means to get down creatures, then you use Devouring Hellion, right? Sacrifice all those creatures, and then you make this into a 8/8 or something, so you don't need to copy Righteousness but once, and that's a lot easier. But yeah, so we'll go through the deck breakdown, and we'll see what y'all think. Like I said, I know y'all are a lot better at figuring all of this out and doing the math behind it. We also have Spellgorger Weird, which is a +1/+1 counter every time we cast a non-creature spell. So in our combo, we would go to defend with it. Then we would play Righteousness. It would go up to a 10/10, 1 from the counter, 7 from the Righteousness, right? Then Narset's Reversal, go up to 11, and then 7 more from the Righteousness, so up to an 18. Play the other Righteousness, right? So it goes up to 19. +7 goes up to 26, and then Fling, 1 more, goes up to 27. We fling it, you know, 27 damage to our opponent's face. So obviously the potential for damage is here. The combo is here. And I couldn't figure out if I wanted to play Improbable Alliance or play Vandal Fairy or Fairy Vandal, whatever whatever that card is that gains a +1/+1 counter every time you draw your second card each turn. But again, we're experimenting, right? We're trying to figure out what's the best combination. And of course, besides Narset's Reversal, we also have Expansion Explosion to copy our Righteousness. And some people may be saying, well, Chance, why aren't you playing Ral, you know? Ral can't copy things at instant speed, 1, and it has to be at instant speed since Righteousness has to be targeting a blocking creature. So this deck does require your opponent to have creatures and be attacking. So as far as being good against control decks, you know, probably not, but this is a deck that's meant to have fun with, not be the world's greatest, right? So yeah, no Ral in the deck, even though I realize if we do have Ral, then even on our turn, if we manage to draw the Expansion Explosions, a Shock, we can hit the Infinite Combo, right? And that just adds that much more power. And hell, we could even take out Saheeli and put a Ral in there, because Saheeli is only in here because I enjoy Saheeli. So there's definitely some edits here, you know. But aside from the ones that I mentioned, you know, aside from Fairy Vandal in for Improbable Alliance and Ral in for Saheeli, if y'all have any more, I would love to hear them. Absolutely love to hear them. So let's see, that's Righteousness Fling. Then we have a Torbane Thane of Cavalcade deck. I was so inspired by Mac Forest's Cavalcade deck from the last set that I decided let's kind of keep to that, but let's add in some new cards. So the only new cards we really have is Torbane, what brand? I guess Torbane, Thane of Redfell, and Fervent Champion. Those 2 are new in the deck. The other one, oh, and Thrill of Possibility for some card draw. But the other ones have already been here, but it still seems like it's going to be a really fun and awesome deck. So Torbane reads, if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. So every time we're going to be ticking up our, well, where the hell is it? Every time we're going to be ticking up our Cavalcade of Calamity, instead of dealing 1 damage, we're going to be dealing 3 damage, right? As if this deck wasn't crazy enough before. Now, Torbane does cost 4 mana, which is, you know, it's a bit high for this Cavalcade deck, I'm not going to lie. But still, if you get it down, it's going to be like an instant scoop from your opponent. And Fervent Champion is actually really nice. because it has the first strike. Haste is, haste is good. I guess you get in that 1 damage, which could matter. But the first strike is so good. Because there's a lot of instances where your 1/1s can't attack in, or you'd rather not because they're just going to die. However, first strike, a lot of the times it can attack in and still deal with whatever whatever creature it's attacking. So, yeah, super excited for that one. Oh, and then I just edited that one, so it hopped to the top. So, yeah, that's all the new ones we have thus far going into the event. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 decks that are at our ready. So, let's get into some brewing. Now you said mill deck. Want to do a mill deck. Alright, it's gonna be the best way to search for this. Or actually, hold up. Let's go advanced. There's no way to type in mill. We could type in discard, but that still won't show us like all the different mill cards, right? Oh. Alright. This is gonna be really tiny for y'all, so let's do it on here. Let's do Throne of Eldraine, everything, search. Yeah, this makes it a little bit easier, a little bit better for y'all to see. We'll search by converted mana cost, and we'll just sort of read down through off skim because I know a lot of the cards' effects by now, and we'll go from there. And if there's something I missed, be sure to tell me because again, I am skimming, so there may be. Merfolk's Secret Keeper seems really good though, right? 1 mana, target player puts the top 4 cards of the library into their graveyard. 1 mana. And it's a 0/4, so it's a defend. It's a defend. No, it's a decent defender. Merfolk's Secret Keeper. That one might be what, M? Might be worth it. Tell you what, we're actually just going to throw in 1 copy of everything for now as Overwhelmed Apprentice, also really good. 1 mana as well. Whenever it enters the battlefield, each opponent puts the top 2 cards of the library into the graveyard, and then you scry 2. So, and the reason we're only putting in 1 because we don't know which ones will stay, which ones won't stay. So, -2, -6 has 7 more cards in the graveyard. -6 for 1 mana. How do I feel about that? I mean, in draft, that's probably pretty good. Here, I don't know. Witching Well? Maybe. I mean, scry 2 for us isn't bad for 1 mana. And then sacrifice it and draw 2 cards. We'll see. I don't think that's one that we necessarily add in, but it's one we keep in mind to add in, right? By all means, if y'all have any suggestions for this deck or for any decks, just drop it in the... Oh, shit. Just drop it in the comments. Alrighty. I live in Georgia, so we have June bugs, and they are just everywhere. Use battlefield untap target artifact or creature you control. my first thought whenever I saw a corridor monitor was, yes, we're gonna play this and play persistent petitioners, right? But logically, it doesn't really work out. So. Charming Prince may not be bad. If we end up going for like a Zorius or Esper or something like that, because it allows us to replay things like Overwhelmed Apprentice, or if we decide to go with that wall that mills our opponent 4 cards, then we can replay it to the battlefield. So Charming Prince is Hard maybe. See that? I think I passed it. Yeah. Hard maybe on Charming Prince. By the way, this is how I build my decks whenever I'm going into a pre-release. So if y'all are like wondering, or y'all are like, man, this is kind of annoying, this is just my process, you know. Turn X artifacts or non-aura enchantment cards from your graveyard. Are you playing a whole lot of? You know, one thing I actually need to see is okay, so let's actually just duplicate this. So I want to leave that on Throne of Eldraine specifically, but then up here I want to search for, what would it be, discard, I guess? Discard, and I want it to be in the future standard, because I can't remember which of the blue cards we get to keep and which ones are going away, alright? Yeah, unfortunately things like Thought Erasure and Disinformation are staying. But I was really wondering about, I don't see them anywhere. Wow, so they're both getting rotated. The spells that make it to where your opponent discards cards whenever you play a blue spell or whenever you draw a card, those are leaving us. I didn't even realize it. Alright, so this is all the cards, or maybe not. Maybe I should have put graveyard, puts it into your graveyard. Into graveyard. This seems a bit sketch. We may get a lot of different things with just those. There's Ashiok though, and I don't think Ashiok was on the other one. No, Drowned Secrets. Yeah, see, that's what I was looking for. Drowned Secrets, and, no, we are losing the other one. But we're keeping Drowned Secrets. Okay, so that's actually interesting. Interesting to know. Whenever a collector deals combat damage, each player puts the top card of the library into the graveyard. Not so sure about that. Folio of Fancies, 2 mana artifact. Players have no maximum hand size. Each player draws X cards, 3 mana tap. Each opponent puts a number of cards equal to the number of cards in their hand from the top of their library into their graveyard. Ooh, that could be good against control players, right? Because once you get Folio of Fancies down, they can't counter the ability effect unless people start specifically taking cards that allow us to do that, right? Maybe we can run some artifacts or enchantments. Do I want enhanced surveillance? Probably not. We probably don't play enough. But I do want Folio of Fancies, so that should be here already. Yeah, Folio of Fancies is there. I think I'm going to want Drowned Secrets, because we already have three blue spells as is right now. There's our Persistent Petitioners. Vantress Gargoyle may not be bad. Wall of Lost Thoughts. That's the card I was thinking of. 2 mana, makes your opponent's mill 4. So let's turn this to all sets, and then we'll start topping in the names of cards. So Wall of Lost should be enough to, yeah, pull it up. Ashiok is probably a given. Counter target spell is controller puts the top. Isn't it just like the Mon card, the counter? Yeah, no, not No Escape. Thought Collapse. Counter target spell as controller puts the top 3 cards of the graveyard in, or top 3 cards of the library into the graveyard. Counter target spell. Okay, so they're they're the same. Anyways, the spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. Enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Okay, well, I don't think I want that. 12. Let's put shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. I guess it's not terrible. Run another blue creature enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards in the graveyard. I mean, that's not terrible with how many blue creatures we have that can make our opponent mill as well, right? So I could make our Wall of Lost Thoughts make a mill for 6. It'd make our Overwhelmed Apprentice mill for 4. Sage of Road Denizen, oh, that's not it. Sage of Road Denizen is a hard maybe, even though it's a common. And it's 3 mana. Oh yeah, enter the God Eternals. I forget about this. It does make a mill 4. It's a bit costly, but it works. Is there something else over here? No. Yeah, none of those we're probably going to use. Alrighty, so what did we end up with over here? What new cards? Folio Fancies, Charming Prince, Overwhelmed Apprentice, Merfolk's Secret Keeper. There's probably more, right? Do we want Drowned Secrets? What's up? What's up, Colton? Nice to have you out. I think Drowned Secrets is fine. We'll at least throw it in here as like a maybe, right? Drowned Secrets. Alright, now let's look back. Let's look back and see. There's also Thief of Sanity. Takes the top 3 of their cards and allows us to play them. Let's keep looking through the Throne of Eldraine cards, and we'll see as we go. So Dance of the Manse. How many artifacts do we actually have? We have 1. We have 1 enchantment, 1 artifact. That's it. Next is 6 or more. Yeah, that's crazy. Drown in the Lock might be pretty good for a mill deck. Drown in, oh, wrong one. Drown in the Lock. Epic Downfall. May not be some bad removal for us. It's also Frogify. Ooh, we need to make a Piper of the Swarm deck. A rat deck, right? That needs to happen. Run away together may not be bad. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hand. So like we could return a Wall of Lost Thoughts or an Overwhelmed Apprentice or a Charming Prince to our hand. Make our opponent return 1 card to their hand. It's kind of like a tempo play. I like Run Away Together actually. Is it 2 words? It is. Nope, wrong thing. Return target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Shepherd of the Flock. Is there ever a time we'd want to do that? I mean, yeah, we could return Ashiok back to our hand. Return any of our creatures back to our hand. Return Drowned Secrets if it's going to get targeted back to our hand. It doesn't seem bad, right? One mana instant basically saves any permanent we have. I like Shepherd. Where? Oh, where? There we go. It's a lot of cards already in my deck. A lot of variation. I'm gonna have to trim the fat on some of these. And it's bad for looting opponent's hand. And choose any card name and activate abilities. Can't be activated unless they're mana. Sorcerer Spyglass may not be bad just for shutting off things like Stillbane Hydra. We'll see. Certain target non-land permanent opponent controls to turns. And that's not bad if we go with the Sage's Road Denizen route, right? Because it's a blue creature, slows our opponent's tempo down, gets us a 3/1 flyer down. Ooh, what about Gadwick? Love the artwork on that runaway card. Oh yeah. What do y'all think about Gadwick on here? Gadwick enters, draw X cards. Whenever you cast a blue spell, tap target non-land permanent opponent controls. I think that would be good. We can throw it in again as a maybe. Got a whole bunch of cards. Target opponent removes their hand. You choose that player discards a hand. You may put a card that has an adventure that player owns from exile into that player's graveyard. That's weird. Yes, looks strong. Even if you draw one card. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Enters the battlefield as a copy of any artifact or enchantment on the battlefield. Would we want to copy Folio of Fancies? Maybe, right? Because then we could tap both Folio of Fancies and make our opponent mill for, 4, 5, 6, however many cards they have. Or we could copy our Drowned Secrets, which is good. How do you feel about Mirror Maid in this deck? We're not exactly playing a whole lot of artifacts or enchantments, so. But if we find some way to draw some more cards, Midnight Clock wouldn't be bad. It's also Murderous Rider. That's terrible. 3 mana for 1/1. I don't care if it does have flying. Creatures of the creature type of your choice get -3, -3 until end of turn. I'm really thinking about playing Witch's Vengeance in this deck. Because think about it, Knight's gone, Fairy's gone, Giants probably going to crush me. We're really going to have to try and mill them. So maybe we throw Witch's Vengeance in here. Witch's Vengeance. Wrong one again. Come on, Chance. Click on the right thing. You may reveal an artifact or enchantment, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom, and this is an artifact itself. Choose an online card from the hand. And exile, you may cast that card. I mean, there's Covetous Urge. We just straight up take our opponent's cards. That's not really the point of mill, right? And trust me, we're gonna play Covetous Urge in a deck, in one of those Agent of Treachery, super hated decks. Put in the Ardenville Tactician Ability Circle combo for the memes. Trying to make a mill deck here. Trying to see what all cards in Throne of Eldraine have to do with milling, right? There's not a whole lot. Lockmere Serpent seems really fun. Spell costs 3 less to cast if an opponent has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. 3 less makes this what? 4 mana, draw 4 cards into the story? Maybe. Oops. Into the story. We have a whole bunch of maybes in this deck. Magic Mirror. You have no maximum hand size. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant sorcery in your graveyard. Beginning of your upkeep, put a draw. I do like the Magic Mirror. Really like the Magic Mirror. And I don't think Cauldron makes it into our deck. Alright, so 14 maybes. Think that turtle was good. Yeah, the turtle was definitely good. The Hydra turtle thing. It's definitely going to be a played card in the green decks. Right now we're working on a mill deck. We had somebody request us to make a mill deck, so and we don't have one made up for the event yet. Ooh, something with Outlaws Merriment. Yes, I will be playing an Outlaws Merriment. And I do have Garruk deck actually already made. Garruk, whatever his name is. Alright, so let's see, for this mill deck, what's gonna be our focus? Could go for a creature-based mill deck, or we play Sage's Road Denizen, and we get down a whole bunch of blue creatures, and just mill them out that way. Oh, I didn't mean to remove it. There we go. We gotta remove some cards, huh? So what is that? We can have 22 lands in the deck now? We're gonna need more than 22 lands. That'll be fun, I think. Maybe. We don't have anything like Thought Erasure in the deck, though. Yeah, I can't say it's my world, like, my favorite in the whole world, but it seems like it'd be okay. So let's find some lands, shall we? We'll start back in. Go to Ravnica. Watery Grave is a go. Oh. I think the next ones came from Ravnica Allegiance, right? No, not the Killgate. Want the Godless Shrine and the Hollowed Fountain for sure. 3 mana Kaya would fit well, or Sorin to bring back creatures. Yeah. I'm not sure where we'd put them, but sounds good. Probably gonna make another mill deck, right? Because there's so many different combinations. All right, so that's 12 cards, 12 lands. What else is there? Did War of the Spark have anything interesting for us? Maybe Mobilized District. I'll put it in as one of just in case. Alright, let's go on to Core Set 2020. There's the Temple of Silence. We don't have a whole lot of white, black. We need mostly blue. So maybe just 2 Temple of Silence. I guess that's all the lands from there. I think that's really good. So we'll go ahead and throw in 4 copies of Mystic Sanctuary. I think 2 copies of Castle Vantress. 2 copies of Witch's Cottage. And maybe just an island to round the deck out. So we will call this a spare mill. Oh, we need to put Eldraine. Is there a way to make this future standard? No, arena standard I guess is what it is. Alright, looks good. Or Command the Dreadhorde would fit nice. Yeah, Command would be good. Like I said, we're probably gonna have to end up making another one. So let's go to my decks, make sure it went through. It did indeed. And we'll go back to the deck builder. Alrighty. On into our next deck. What are we playing? What are we playing? What do we want to try and take advantage of? So many. I was thinking Dreadhorde Invasion with Oko would be a great combo deck. Oko would make army into 4/4s. And if you use Oko on opponent, they get 3/3. Not bad, Lou. Not bad. Let's see. I'm assuming you mean Oko Thief of Crowns. Create a food token. Target artifact or creature loses all abilities and becomes a green elk with 3/3. Exchange control of target artifact or creature you control and target creature and opponent controls without 3 or less. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. First thing that comes to mind when I see Oko is that fucking broom. Yeah, Sorcerer's Broom. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, you may pay 3. If you do, create a token that's a copy, and then you just would exchange control of your Sorcerer Brooms for whatever they have. Oh, wait a minute. Oko starts out at 4. So literally you create a food token and then on the next turn you can exchange control. So like you can take their shit. So yeah, you would exchange control of the token of this. So maybe we do like a Simic ramp, right? Where we're creating food, like a bunch of food and sacrificing. We can sacrifice our food. I mean, hell, getting health is never bad, right? So we sacrifice our food, but sacrificing your food costs 3. So we need some way to sacrifice our food for cheaper, right? I mean, there's priest, and we can make it a soul tie deck, I guess. Or what else is there? There's Vraska. Corvold, but I really don't like that. Corvold, you goose. Yeah, the goose. The goose. The magical goose. Yeah, you can just tap it and sacrifice the food and literally just add back, green or blue mana. So it allows you to ramp too. Oh, this deck is like building itself. So fantastic. Alright, so we have Oko to create the food and exchange control with the Sorcerer's Brooms. We have Gilded Goose to create the foods, which we're going to sacrifice in order to get copies of our Sorcerer's Broom to then trade it with our opponent's creatures, right? Sack food for mana. Yeah, yeah. We're on the same page, Lou. We got this. Alright, so aside from just this stuff, we're going to want some rampage, right? We're going to want a ramp. Do we want to do like Leyline rampage in this deck? Because like the cost of things, paying 3 to copy this is going to be expensive if we're sacrificing a whole bunch of food, if we're creating a whole bunch of food. Is our goal going to be to steal our opponent's stuff? That's the question. Let's see. I know it's in a lot of my decks, but honestly, I don't know how we could not play Giant Opportunity. Right? 1, it gives us a chance to sacrifice 2 foods. 2, it creates us 3 foods, if not. So, that seems pretty good. Go to Goose, Oko. Sorcerer's Broom. And again, we're going to need some way to ramp. So maybe... What was it? Was it RNA? Card text? No. Card top? No. We'll just go to RNA and then do this. It should be in the 2 mana, right? Somewhere? Growth Spiral? Wasn't that RNA? Growth Spiral? No, yeah, it was. Draw a card, put a land. So would we want growth spiral or like incubation druid? Incubation druid could be good. Gives us 3 extra mana. Hey dude, what's up, Mac? What is crack-a-lackin', Mac? It's also Hydro Traces. Not that it like really builds into our deck, but if we're ramping really hard, you know, Hydro Traces. Woodland Champion. Whenever tokens enters, add counters. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea either. I'm trying to think of how we want to ramp. Let me. All sets. Let's go Woodland Champion. And then I want some rampage. So do we want Paradise Druid? Do we want Incubation Druid? Do we want Leafkin? Leafkin wouldn't be the world's worst, right? Because we're going to be copying our broom, so it gets down extra Leafkins. What are we making? We're making an Oko Sorcerer's Broom Steal Your Creatures deck. And we're going to be sacrificing our food tokens to make copies of the Sorcerer's Broom, and we're trying to ramp, so. Also, are you going to make Brawl decks? Nope, not till Brawl comes out. Brawl's not going to be a part of the event, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just worried about tomorrow. We'll be making Brawl decks in the future. For right now, no. Worry about Brawl when it gets here. Leafkin is good when you have 4 creatures, you get extra mana. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because we're going to be having a lot of Sorcerer's Broom, but we also have to get to that point, right? To where something like Paradise Druid helps us against control decks. In before it has Brawl. What? In before it has Brawl. I mean, like, before it has Brawl, yeah, I'll make some right before it has Brawl, but this event isn't going to have it, so what removal other than Oko would be good? In a deck like this, I don't know, we could try Kenrith's Transformation, wouldn't be terrible. Trying to figure out ramp. Yeah, I want to figure out the ramp for this deck. I just don't know, you know, Incubation Druid's good. So is Paradise. It's really, I guess, a matter of how the meta, because if the meta allows Incubation, then obviously that's our best pick. You know what we could do? We could go Leafkin and throw in Risen Reef and just ramp that way. Ramp out with our elementals. And in a pinch situation, we can exchange control of a Risen Reef with our opponent, right? And it won't give them any value because it's not re-entering the battlefield, and hopefully they're not playing in an elementals deck. Let's see. Let's go. What is it? Leafkin. Leafkin Druid. Oh, probably just want to add in one. And Risen Reef. Are there any? That's a bit of a costly ramp, though, isn't it? Why not Reef or Electron cards? Yeah, Reef's in there. You do a Rain, the Naya Legend for Naya Giants. Yeah, I didn't think about Rain in the Naya Giants deck. I have a Naya Giants deck, but yeah, I could definitely use Rain. Or Rianne, whatever her name is. Alright, well, let's see. Go 3 there, 4 there. Oops, just 4. We still have, what, 8 cards to add? Hmm. Mm-hmm. 8 cards to add in Simic. I mean, Covetous Urge allows us to take something from our opponent's hand, right? Sure, it would cost 4 blue mana. Add your lands. I don't. I mean, I don't need to add the lands until we get to 36 cards. You know, 36 means you have 24 lands. 37 means you have 23. Yeah, you know, just do it that way. I like to build out my deck first and then see what specialty lands I'm trying to go for. But I think adding in your lands first is actually like, you know, what you don't know what kind of deck you got. Covetous Urge isn't bad. I certainly wouldn't mind playing Covetous Urge. Or we could add in some other way to make food. Like if we added in, oh shit. Oh, well, there's Trail of Crumbs. If we add in Trail of Crumbs, right, 1, it creates a food token. 2, whenever we sacrifice a food token, which we're already going to be planning on doing, if we pay 1, we get to basically look at the top 2 cards of our library and pick 1 out. So it kind of adds some more draw in there. So maybe Trail of Crumbs. And then what else? What else besides Trail of Crumbs? Removal? Yeah, we do need some removal besides Oko. What's some solid removal in green blue? Ooh, there's Frogify. I forget about that. How much mana does Frogify cost? Just 2? We may be running some Frogify. The only bad thing is like maybe some control like tap or return to hand spells. But that 1 Fox would be decent in this deck. Some tapping spells wouldn't be bad. Brazen Borrower, return target permanent, or return target non-land permanent opponent controls to its owner's hand. That's Flash Flying. What blue spells do mass tap? I don't think Sleep is staying in, but there is Charmed Sleep, which is an enchantment. It taps an opponent's creature and it doesn't untap. There's Queen of Ice, which taps target creature, doesn't untap during its next phase. Also, whenever it deals damage to a creature, it taps it and doesn't untap till on the next phase either. There's Shambling Suit. Not saying that it's really good, but if we're going to be making a fuck ton of Sorcerer's Broom, you know, the power could be there. Or mass manipulation. Oh yeah, mass manipulation could fit as a one of. Let's go. What was I just thinking about? Mass manipulation and what else? Oh, Frogify. Yeah, that sounds fun. Heard that. Looks good. And we have the Goated Goose to help us get to that mass manipulation mana, right? Alright, so now we can go back and add in our lands. Now we know we're gonna want the gingerbread cabin, right? Because that gives us free food. Do we want Mystic's Sanctuary? Return target instant or sorcery from a graveyard. It would allow us to get back mass manipulation and giant opportunity. Nothing else though. So if we played that, I'd probably kick up mass manipulation at least one copy. What about these? Creature spells or activate abilities? Well, I mean, that's not bad because we have the activated ability of the Sorcerer's Broom, which costs 3, and if it adds 6 mana, that basically just means we can pay for it twice with just the Castle Garenbrig mana. What do y'all think? Y'all think Mystic Sanctuary gets played and I go up one copy in Mass Manipulation? Y'all think Castle Garenbrig is good enough just off the Sorcerer's Broom? Although also, if we play Castle Garenbrig, I kind of want to throw in an Incubation Druid. Although, well, no, it would still leave us with 4 mana, which is, I mean, I guess a bit awkward. Well, one thing's for sure. We want the breeding pools, right? Definitely want the breeding pools. Did Ward of the Spark add anything good for this deck? Not really. Corset 2020. There was a Temple of Mystery. Alright, so what do y'all think? Why don't you have at least 2 Incubation Druid? That's what I'm thinking. Like, throw in 2 Incubation Druids. That way Castle Garenbrig can also affect them. Throw in one extra copy of Mass Manipulation. Maybe take out a copy of Woodland and a copy of Hydroid. And then all sets. Fuck, I'm gonna have to reset filters. And then Incubation. 1 and 2 up. How many lands do we have? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So we still need 4 lands. We need to take out one other card in order to get in that. Maybe we take out one copy? No, I think I'd rather take out a copy of Goated Goose. Then we need 4 lands. Four lands for this. We have forest islands there. We have forests there. We have islands there. Didn't use Simic Steel deck, yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, you know what? Okay. Let's add in these lands. What do we want? What are the last few lands we want? We have 4, 8. We probably need some more. Well, we really don't have that much blue, and we have the incubation and the Gilded Goose to help us get blue. Maybe we just add in 4 basic lands. For now, that'll be fine. What I was thinking though is, what if we did something like there, maybe there, and threw in oh, it's because it's on lands. God damn it. Agent of Treachery, right? 2 copies of that. Now this deck came together like this. Yeah, maybe Nissa instead of Risen Reef. If we do that, we probably take out the 4 copies of Leafkin and put in instead 2 more copies of Incubation and 2 copies of Paradise, just in case we go up against a control deck, right? If we're going to take out the Risen Reef. How do y'all like the Agent of Treachery ad though? Because here's the thing: once we play the Agent of Treachery, we get a target permanent, right? Then we can use Oko to exchange control of our Agent of Treachery with one of their cards. Sounds like a plan. Yeah. All right, so let's look up. Throw in 2 copies of Paradise, X-Nay on the Risen Reef, X-Nay on the Leafkin, kick up 2 copies of that, right? Is that right? Was there something I was missing instead of that? Oh, Nissa. Right. Wait a minute. Is there something else I'm missing instead of that? We took out 8 cards. We added in 2, 4, 6. Agent. Maybe we can add back in the Trail of Crumbs and the Giant Opportunity. Agent is neat with Urok. Yeah, we're just not really branching into Sultai here, although we could play Urok. No, it's fine. We don't need to play Urok. Maybe some draw like Jace or Growth Spiral. Yeah, Growth Spiral. I love Growth Spiral. Anytime I can play it, love it. And that'll help add to the value of Mystic Sanctuary. So that's fine. Alright, I think we have our Oko Steal Your Deck, right? So this all spawned off of using Oko and Sorcerer's Broom and Gilded Goose to steal our opponent's cards, right? So that is to get a food token from Oko, right? It goes up to 6. Then we can -5 and exchange control of target artifact or creature you control, a target creature and opponent controls with power 3 or less. So we have the Sorcerer's Broom, which we can, whenever we sacrifice another permanent, we can pay 3 and create a copy. So we're going to be creating a bunch of copies of Sorcerer's Broom whenever we sacrifice food with our Gilded Goose to add mana to then do, more stuff with. So pretty awesome deck actually. Let's go export. This will be Eldraine, Oko, Steal Your Deck. Import. Cool. So what do we call this? Control, combo, what? Control and combo? It's not really combo though, right? It's more just control, jank. I guess that's better. I have a notification, so I always just click that bell just to get rid of them. Alright, so save this, make sure it's saved. Go back to my decks because I like to make sure. Yep. So we have the Esper Mill and the Oko Steal Your Deck. And let's go back to it, right? This is why we're here. We're trying to get literally as many decks built up for tomorrow as we possibly can. I want to have so many. Alrighty, so reset filters, throne of Eldraine, search, convert to mana cost. Let's see what else, what other kind of decks we want to do. And I want to make some different ones from what I've already made. So if you offer up a deck and I've already made one that's sort of similar, maybe we won't do it. Oh, you know what? Maybe fairies. What do y'all think? Fairy deck? I haven't done a fairy deck. I haven't done a Tulane deck. I haven't done a Cirque Wind deck, but to be completely honest, I don't think Cirque Wind's viable unless it's in Brawl. Please do a Petty Theft Tempo deck. That's not Simic Flash. Petty Theft Tempo deck. That's not Simic Flash. Yes, Fairy deck. Petty Theft Tempo. You mean using things like Robber of the Rich? Somewhere? Where the hell Robber of the Rich is? Way the fuck up here. Somewhere. Let's do it. Petty Theft. It's not Simic Flash. Yeah, we just made an Oko theft deck, so yes to the fairy deck. Let's try it. Let's do a fairy deck. So this is the one that we can do our advanced searches for. So type, we want it to be fairy and future standard. So let's look at all the fairies that we have in future standard. Not too many. That's okay. Alright, we have Fairy Miscreant, Fae of Wishes. You may choose an online. Oh, yeah, Fae of Wishes is actually pretty good. Fairy Vandal, Fairy Duelist. Hushbringer is a really good fairy as well. Hypnotic Sprite. Mara Leaf Pixie. Metropolis Sprite, Nutball Sprite. Animating Fairy probably works well in a Layla deck. Alila, whatever. Turn target permanent, Brazen Borrower. There's some good fairies. You could almost do a fairy adventure deck. That's kind of cool. Sean Chaser is a decent little fairy. Rankle. I want to make a Rankle. Rankle? Whatever. I want to make a Master of Pranks deck, right? Remember, it deals combat damage to a player. Choose any number. Each player discards a card. Each player loses a life and draws a card. Each player sacrifices a creature. It just sounds fun. Bog Naughty. I love the name for this. Brazen Borrower would be sick in Simic Flash. Yeah. Questing Beast deck would be awesome. Yeah, I don't think Questing Beast really even needs a deck though. Questing Beast is the kind of card that's like, are you playing green? Okay, well yeah, it can probably go in your deck. It's like that card is so insane, so fucking insane. Death Touch, Haste, what is it, Vigilance, something like that. So fucking crazy. I thought there was a fairy that gave our other fairies +1/+1 or something like that. Or is it? Oh no, Alila gives our other creatures with flying +1/+0. Maybe that's why I was thinking that. Whenever you cast an artifact or enchantment, create a 1/1 blue fairy. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. So we need Alila. Where are you at? What? Shouldn't she be right up here? Oh, 4 mana. Can't count. Alright, so what's some other fairies that's like 100% yes, we're playing this? Hushbringer? Yeah. Creatures entering the battlefield and dying don't cause abilities to trigger. I think that's a yes. So let's go. Well, hell, we could probably just scroll up and find all these, right? Shouldn't be too hard. Hushbringer. We probably want Fairy Vandal, Brazen Borrower, and maybe Shine Chaser. Let's see how that makes our deck look. Oh wait, Fairy Vandal's in this set as well. I keep forgetting that because like we got to play it so much earlier than everything else. What was the other thing? Brazen Borrowers, 3 up at the top. And then, what is it, Shine Chaser or something like that? I think it's Shine Chaser. Yeah, Shine Chaser. So that already fills out our deck pretty heftily. And if we're looking to play artifacts or enchantments for the rest, in order to really build off this Alila effect, Fairy Vandal, yeah, it's in here. Have no fear, Isaac. We're on the same wavelength there. Actually, one thing that I think we really want is the Chance English. This card, Icon of Ancestry, right? Because we can name fairies. It's an artifact. I think it just works well. And then we may want, even though it's not a fairy, don't worry, these cards will load up. As long as I can see some of them to know where I'm at. We may want Empyrean Eagle. Other flying creatures you control get +1/+1, right? Because it is only 3 mana, and we have a whole bunch of flyers right here. Starfield Mystic. Starfield Mystic could definitely go in this deck, but I think if we're going to play a Starfield Mystic deck, then we're not going to focus on fairies. We're just going to focus on Starfield Mystic, Alila, and artifacts and enchantments, right? Which is like that's the thing with this. That's the thing with Eldraine. It's bringing so many combos. I need to remember that. Starfield Mystic, Alila, Starfield Mystic, Alila. Need to remember that one. That seems like a fun one, and that seems like my kind of deck, you know, something that focuses on one aspect, one element, and then just forces the fuck out of it. That sounds fun. All right, so artifacts and enchantments. I mean, there's Frogify, right? We're in 2020. Let's get back to Throne of Eldraine, shall we? Where there's Frogify. That'd be some awesome removal. Also works with Alila, whatever. Tomato, right? There's Witching Well. Not so bad. Any more other artifacts for enchantments? Deafening Silence could be really good if we did a fairy aggro deck, right? Because we could just keep playing our fairies. It procs the Alila. We'll put it in there as a one of. Heraldic Banner. Is that the card that I think it is? Creatures of chosen color get +1/+0. Add 1 mana of the chosen color. 3 mana. And if we choose blue, it affects everything except for Hushbringer, right? It's not bad. Kind of acts as some ramp for us as well. Throw it in as a one of. Deafening Silence and Heraldic Banner are maybes in this. This is still set to fairies, ain't it? Yeah, it is. We technically only have 3 more cards to play with here. You know, depending Oath of Kaya over the banner. We don't really have any planeswalkers though. I mean, I guess we could throw in a Dovin, but Dovin makes Thopters. Not that it really matters, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be fairies. Although this was going to be our fairy deck. Maybe we go with Deafening Silence and we try and make it an aggro fairy deck. But we don't have any draw cards. We literally don't have any draw except for Witching Well for Fairy Vandal to build off of. Okay, let's see. I mean, there is Fairy Miscreant, but Hushbringer kind of X-nays that, right? There is Animating Fairy. 3 mana, we get to turn an artifact into a 4/4 creature. Opt, Winged Words. Winged Words is good. Winged Words is excellent. Opt is good too. Opt is very cheap. Alright, so winged. Love me some Winged Words. We'll go back and cut some of these cards, but I mean, I hate to say it, but like, wouldn't this card go well in this deck? Like, not to be a complete dick, but right? Because it's a fairly low curve. We could even still play Deafening Silence. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Severe for the lulls. uh, I mean, again, alright, so we take that out. I think I do want Deafening Silence, at least as a 2-off. Because again, against control players, they can only play one control thing a turn. So maybe we cut down on Witching Well, Frogify, and Fairy Vandal. What do y'all think? That looks good. Obviously, we still have to add in the lands, but oh, you know the one thing I don't like about this deck? We need 1 black mana for Alayla, whatever her name is. Ugh, I hate when you splash for 1 fucking card. Hey Chance, what's up, Arrow? Nice to have you out here. 1 Teferi, 1 baby Teferi, because I'm not playing big Teferi. Big Teferi's rotating. Oh, nice. I forgot about that. Maybe 1 baby Teferi. If you can run Teferi, use 4 Teferi. Arrow said, no. Teferi is not a card you splash. If you play it, you play all 4 fucking copies. A Teferi would be fantastic, though. Like, not even... Oh, God, what did I do? I just want the Tom Raveler. No results found. Good. I like it whenever there's a blank screen over here, because it's easier for me to pick out. Probably don't need 4 copies of Icon, right? And maybe down 1 on the Shine Chaser. What do you think about 2 copies of Tefero? Tefero! About Teferi. If you play Teferi, you can't just splash, you gotta go all the way. Because it's honestly a fucking insane card. Yeah. We might just play 2 copies, though, so that way we can have the rest of the deck. Or we could do that and then go 4 copies, boom, boom. It's Teferi City, baby. 2 or 3 works, I guess. No, you said play 4, Arrow. You said play 4, so here we are. Alright, let's go... Oh, we don't need to type in a card name, actually. Now we're just doing lands, right? Lands not for all sets, because that would get crazy. Not 1, because odd numbers suck. I'm with you, but 3 copies of something doesn't feel bad in Magic. Okay. So, well, first, let's go add in the obvious ones, right? The Necesito ones. Where am I at? There we are, Guilds Ravnica. So we're going to want Watery Grave. We're going to want Hollowed Fountain. And we're going to want Godless Shrine. Alright. Teferi deck. Yeah, yes. Teferi deck. I like that, Arrow. Says it's like an Esper deck. Kinda. It's more like an Azorius Flyers splash 1 for the black. So yeah, those are for sure happening. Then again, what did War of the Spark bring for us in this fairy deck? I mean, actually, Mobilized District probably wouldn't be bad. Just because we have this Farah, this Fairy, and the Alayla. You should make a Jund Dragons. I should make a Jund Dragons. We're set 2020. Anything we care about here? I mean, Temple of Silence, probably, right? Roy? And then, are there any Throne of Eldraine cards that really fit in here? Idyllic Grange isn't bad. We do have a whole lot of white and blue. Use Blast Zone if you need lands. Blast Zone is so freaking good as well. Yeah. You know, we also don't have much removal in this deck, even though we're playing white, black, and blue, which is like, you know, normally removal central. Let's throw into 4 copies of Idyllic Grange and 4 copies of Mystic Sanctuary. And then I also want, I'm gonna have to reset filters. I want Throne of Eldraine, what is it? Witching something. Which is Vengeance. I think this is a really good card for some mass removal. We'll do it like that. I just want to try it. Okay? I mean, Teferi just bounces everything. If you want to maybe make it full on Esper Run Murder, they need some black. It's double black. Yeah, I'm going to try out Witch's Vengeance because I think it might actually be good in this upcoming standard with everybody looking at knights and looking at fairies and looking at, there was another one on the top of my mind. Knights, fairies, wolves, you know. Tribal galore. So we'll name this, I like that name you had for it. Fairy. Although I'm going to put a little hyphen. Or we could do Esper to Fairies. Or should I spell it with an E? Since that's how it is in Magic. Let me know something. Whenever y'all go to search for a fairy deck for Magic, do you spell it how it's spelled in Magic, or do you spell it how it's spelled, you know, outside of Magic? Or maybe one time white. The wolves will make, like, Fry and Noxus Grasp insane. Yeah, yeah. One time wop would be good. Seeing a lot of time wops. Chance to do one time wop. Alright, hold up. Let me name this. Fairies. And then what? Just take out the Witch's Vengeance for a time wop. This is like a mid-range deck, yeah? Would you consider this mid-range control? Probably. Time Lock Depths, the Witches should be sideboard against Knights stuff. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Sometimes I forget about best of threes. You know, I'm not a huge best of three player. All right, so dope. We've made 3 decks already. That's insane. I'm gonna have so many decks, literally from here all the way up. All decks for us. We got 15 decks ready to go. No, no, not back to my decks. That's literally where we are right now. All right, back into the deck builder. We'll clear this out, and yeah. No, we don't just want witches this time. We can search for everything. Yeah, mid range, mid range. That's what I was thinking. You should do best of 3 because I see it as you have 2 tries to make your jank combo work. Let me see something real quick. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up and we're gonna go to the stream starting soon. That way you guys can see. And now I want to go check and see. All day play best of 1. Okay, so it's gonna be best of 1. The event is best of 1. Alright, so let me see. Can I do this and then go? Does that work? Are y'all, you're seeing what I'm seeing? Alright, cool. So yeah, it's all going to be best of 1 arrow, the whole event. What other decks did you make? Just today or in general? Because in general, we've made a lot. We've made a mono green Stompy, mono white aggro, a big red Sundering Stroke deck. I'm excited for that one. I'm literally excited for all these though. Whenever I read the names, I'm like, oh man, I just want to play them. Nonetheless, we have an aggro Mardu Knights, Orzhov Knights, Harmonious Archon Go Wad, Abzan Adventures, Kravold Food Sacrifice deck, Naya Giants, a Righteousness Fling deck, which we may want to take another look at because we didn't have as many people in here earlier, but I really wanted somebody to help me fix this deck because I want it to work. So then we have Torbane, Thane of Cavalcade, Garrett Corvold, Jund Sacrifice. We have an Esper Mill. We have an Oko Steal Your Deck, and then Esper Teferis. I've been working on a Krenko Go Wad. Sounds good. When the event comes out, it's back to stream snooping chance. Rakdos aggro should be disgusting. Stormfist Crusader is insane for spectacle triggers. Stormfist Crusader. This one, right? Menace at the beginning of your upkeep. Each player draws a card and loses 1 life. Oh, yeah. Stormfist Crusader. Man, there's so many decks I want to build. I even want to make another Hydra Tribal because we have Stillbane. Oh, man. I still haven't even made like a deck fully devoted to a Yara. I don't know how to say her name. Grumgoli. I haven't even touched Grumgoli. All right, we're making a Grumgoli deck. Make a Grixis control when I get back. LMA. Okay, I don't know where you're going, but I'm AFK to finish up some high school work. I'll keep stream running. Sounds good, Arrow. Hydra deck, so much fun. Yeah, I liked Hydra even before. Let's make a Grumgoli deck though. I haven't really sat down. So what? Jesus, chance. Click on the right tab. What is it? Other non-human creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter. So non-human creatures. That's gonna be our goal. Just search, converted mana cost. Grumgoli is what, 3 mana? Why are all the best Gruul cards 3 mana? we can even probably play 4 copies of Grumgoli because I imagine he's going to get removed a lot. Alright, so what other things come to mind when I think Grumgoli? Well, immediately, Rhythm, right? Rhythm of the Wild. Of course, your Domries. But then that's literally almost your entire deck sort of built out for you, huh? Ready. maybe go like that. That's not bad, and you have 20 cards to play with. So, okay, before I get to, because I know I want some cards, but before I get too into it, let's go back to these and see what other new cards, or actually, well, let's just see how this goes real quick. Although Grumgully, you know, a teamer like Adapt deck could be really good, right? Because you have Grumgully down. As soon as you play Shark to Crab, boom, counter on it, right? As soon as you play Incubation Druid, boom, counter on it, right? Okay, all right. We're gonna teamer with Shark to Crab. Yeah, I literally looked down. You are saying the same thing. That's fantastic. All right, so first we're gonna build this Gruul Face Smash deck, and then right after this we're gonna build that Teamer Grumgully deck, because that is, yeah, I like that. Growth Chamber Guardian, Incubation Druid. We're gonna make a Grumgully Adapt deck. That sounds fantastic. But for right now, what set did that come out in? Was it here? Oh fuck, we gotta do it back for the mana cost. I can't remember the name, which is why we're searching for it this way. Yeah, Gruul Spellbreaker. Yes, Gruul Spellbreaker. So good. So good. It's probably it from here, right? I mean, Zertog Goblin wouldn't be terrible. But what are some other Gruul? Only has cards with X and Y, has cards with X or Y. That's fun. So we can go red, green. Search. Does that work? It does. Hey, look at there. Figuring it out. So what all cards are good here for this deck? Fervent Champion? Really? I mean, it does have the First Strike and Haste, which makes it pretty good. Elemental's Chandra would feel nice in this deck. Yeah, that's true as well, because every time you play an Elemental, it would get the +1/+1 counter. Oh, man. So many combos. I kind of like that Chandra Elemental, though. Let's, hold up. Chandra. Oh, gotta scroll up. Because, yeah, this can add a loyalty counter to all of our Domries as well, right? So we do, like, Chandra, and then, I can't remember oh, it's Trailblazer. It's Trailblazer something. Right? Creeping Trailblazer. And then Overgrowth Elemental. That's the Gruul combo, right? That's the Gruul Elemental combo. You know what? We could even add in oh, I can't think of it. Search. What is it? Healer of the Glade, right? 4 copies of Healer of the Glade, because that gives us life. It's an elemental. Do we need card draw? We have all this really cheap, rush you in the face kind of stuff. Do we need card draw, though? Do we need any mana rampage? You know? We could play Leafkin. Could go there and play 3 copies of Leafkin. Card draw, maybe? Yeah, I mean, Domri has a little bit of card draw, but it's only the 4 mana Domri. I always run out of card Gruul. Yeah, let's see what card draw we have in Gruul. So let's see, red, green, at most, text, draw, and future standard. All right, search. Whoops, I also accidentally just clicked on Minecraft, so it might open up here in a little bit. Anyways, let's search by converted mana cost. That's adventure only. Oh no, that's off of that. Chandra, we could copy her and discard red cards. Let's see. So the ability to copy, is it just Chandra's plain? Oh, where am I at? Pay one. Whenever you activate the ability of a Chandra Planeswalker. Yeah, so it's just Chandra Planeswalkers. Also, I need to close out of that Minecraft window. Season of Growth, I don't think is that great. Even though it does allow us to scry, we're not really targeting. Although, we could go Season Growth and go Collision Colossus, right? Just that little combination is like this 4-card draw. The side is clean. I've been using MTG Goldfish. It is not as easy. Yeah, I really like Aether Hub. I use Aether Hub in combination with Scryfall because Scryfall's advanced search is really, really good. You know, it's like really, really fleshed out. Once you understand all the ways to make it work. So yeah, what do y'all think? We could go Season of Growth and go Collision Colossus. I kind of like that. I like that. So was Season of Growth in M20? It was. Season of Growth was an M20 deck, or M20. And then Collision Colossus was RNA, yeah. Well, hell, we probably don't even need to search it. It should be towards the top. Yeah, Collision Colossus. Alright, if we're going to do that, let's... Fuck. We're going to have to trim some cards. 3 copies of Grum Goalie is probably fine. It is a legendary after all, right? 3, we probably want. It's 3 there. Oh. Does that seem fine? We didn't. Well, we got Season of Growth and Kitchen. Yeah, that's fine. Season of Growth should be good enough. All right, so now we're going to be looking at lands, right? Stomping Ground is an obvious one. Was it Corset 2020? Did Red Green get anything other than gain life? No, it just got the Rugged Highlands. Let's look at Throne to see what kind of cards we may want from here. Creatures you can control get +1/+0. That could be good. Creating another creature could be good. 6 mana that costs. Just use creatures or abilities. I don't really like Castle Garenbrig here. Gingerbread Cabin. It would just be for sustainability, right? So I do want Castle Embereth and Dwarven Mon. Almost makes me want to add in Castle Garenbrig just so we have evened out land, right? Alright, is there land that I'm forgetting about that would be good here? You know what? Nissa is good in this. Yeah, because she makes more elementals, huh? Yeah, there's so many options for these decks. We'll throw in some Gingerbread Cabins, because why not? Sure. We need more split lands, though, don't we? So maybe... And even though they're not the best, Rugged Highlands is probably the next best split land we have besides Stomping Ground, right? Alright, fuck it. Whatever, we'll use all the special lands. You said Anissa would be good here. I agree, but god damn it, where did fuck it. Is Nissa, was that 2020? That's not a land, it's Planeswalker. Nissa was not 2020? Was it War of the Spark? Was War of the Spark. Got it. Alright, explore. This is gonna be Gully Groll. I really want to call it Grabber, right? Just GR, GR, GR. Recommend you not only use special lands. Yeah, I mean, we could take out one of each of the special lands and put in one each basic land. That'll hurt you a lot. I mean, it won't hurt me a lot. It'll hurt me in some fringe scenarios where they use things like, because you got to remember, Settle's out of the meta, so the only thing that's really left is things like Assassin's Trophy and the land that sacrifices to destroy lands, which since Field of the Dead, I don't believe will be as big. It should tone down as well. But yeah, I should throw in at least 2 copies of some basic lands. Grumgully, Gruul, Face Smash. Am I going to be able to put ELD in front of this one? I don't know if that's enough room. You don't really need Dwarven Mon or Gingerbread. Dwarven Mon's actually pretty good because it gives us another creature for free, right? Gingerbread, yeah, it's just in for the memes. If anything, I think Castle Garenbrig needs to go down. We'll go down with Castle Garenbrig, and I mean, also Castle Embrith, like having more than one copy to a point isn't going to do a whole lot. Sure, you might be able to tap and do 2 copies, but eh. Alright, and then we just need a forest and a mountain. So forest, mountain, that'll be good. And this is aggro. Alright, so that is. Sup, I'm back. Welcome back, Arrow. That didn't take you very long. Spark. Ward of Spark. Oh yeah. You were telling me where Nissa was. Okay, I was like, Spark what? Is there a Gingerbread Planeswalker? I don't think so. I wish, Arrow. I really wish. Really wish. Alright, so we're going to make that Grumgully Teamer deck now. So, yeah, clear that deck. Let's just reset our filters. Throne, search. Fuck. Forgot we needed to do it by Red Mana Cost. And here we go. Alright, so realistically, we can just, because I'm not going to remember all. It's not a type line, it's a text line. Adapt and future standard. And this should show us all the adapt creatures. So we're going to want Growth Chamber, Incubation, Sharkdo, maybe Skatewing. That feels like we're going Troll there, though. Alright, well, here's the thing. All sets. Oh, no. Yeah, Sharkdo. Incubation. What was the other card that we were literally just talking about? Come on, Chance. Growth Chamber. Whoa. Should have narrowed that down a little bit. Yes, Skatewing is the troll card. Yeah, that's why like every time I'm like, oh yeah, Skatewing would be good, and then I'm like, no, no chance. It's like 5 fucking mana. You're trolling yourself. You're trolling your viewers. Growth Spiral is for sure. Evolution Sage, yeah, Evolution Sage would be good. What else gets benefits from counters? I mean, card draw such from yeah. Growth Spiral is going in here. Don't worry. Okay, so here, not incubation. I don't know why I was about to put Incubation Druid back in here. So Evolution Sage is what? Am I missing it? Oh, there it is. Evolution Sage is going in here. Growth Spiral is probably going in here. Nissa probably works well in here. I feel like this deck's building itself. Maybe even Vivian for the 1/1 counters can make a lot of counters. Voracious Hydra, yeah, Growth Spiral. And if you're running red, Burning Hellion makes a ton of counters. Let's see. This would also be a decent Krenko deck, right? For proliferating and all that. Does it say non-token? No, just non-humans. Oh man, wouldn't Gromgoli Krenko be fantastic? Hydro Graces is insane too. Krenko is nice also. Yeah, so many options. Goodness gracious. Okay. You're saying so many cards. Do y'all see now why I have such a difficult time building these decks? Yes, Krenko is awesome. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. So we had Krenko, we had Hydroid. What? Is it Oa? Oa. Hydroid, we had don't get +1. Why not? Each other you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter, right? Krenko tokens are non-humans, right? Don't get +1/+1 automatically. Because am I missing something? I didn't see his text. Never mind. Okay. Alright. I was just making sure, you know. I hate looking like a complete idiot on camera and be like, yeah, this is gonna work. Yeah, so Krenko, Hydroid, well hell, we can probably go ahead and bump those up. We don't have any 1 mana things, which I would kinda like to have just as a base. I'd run 3 Krenko. Yeah. Burning Hellion is good with Krenko once again because Burning Hellion. Am I like, what is this card? What? Am I spelling it wrong? What? Oh yeah. Burring. How about burning? How about that, Chance? How about you spell it right? What? Am I missing something? Oh, I know what card you're talking about. It's not Burning Hellion. It's not Spellgorge or Weird. It's Devouring. Devouring Hellion. Yeah, this card. Burning Shrug. Yeah. This is the card you're talking about. Sorry, you're good. I was like, I think I know what you're talking about, but all right, we need some removal in this as well, guys. Okay. Need some good old-fashioned Domri, I think. Oh, you know what? It's also really good in this. Fuck. Why am I forgetting it now? It's not Corset, is it? Is it War of the Spark, maybe? No, maybe. Maybe it is Corset. No? RNA? Come on! Where is it? Stony Strength. That's what it's called. Bark Troll. I thought about Bark Troll earlier. It's a green card. Look up Dryad. Alright, hold up. Let me put one copy of Stony Strength in here. You said look up Dryad, Bark Troll. Makes 3/3 tokens. Alright, let's see. Dryad. 3 upkeep. It's not throwing of Eldraine. It's not Core. Not War. Not RNA. Okay, Dryad didn't work. Is it this? Is base power and toughness 10/10 until end of turn activate? Oh, no, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what Dryad you're thinking of. Tindershoot Dryad. Oh, okay. Yeah, it got rotated. Talking about making the saplings. Yep. Alright, so yeah, Bark Troll. That was the other one I wanted to throw in. Oops. Not all sets. I think it's in 2020, isn't it? Bark Troll is good. Then we really just need to level this deck out, right? It was Ixalan? Yeah. Thought it might be a little too old. Alright, so let's do... That's 36. Let's do... Let's do that, maybe? Krinko? We have Krinko. What do you think? This look good for a Grum goalie, teamer, adapt, smash you in the face kind of deck? And somebody, hold up, somebody had said something about a Vivian. Is it Ian? It is Ian. Okay, 4 mana Vivian. Tribute 2, they gain trample until end of turn. Target creature you control does damage equal to its power. You may choose creature card you own from outside the game, reveal it. Tribute 2. They gain trample until end of turn. That's not bad. Vigilance and Reach can look for more creatures, but 3 reveal until you find a creature. Yeah, so you were talking about Arcbow. I'd remove 1 Hydrate Crisis because 3 is a bit. 4 Growth Cycle is essential. I like it. 3 Hydroids is. If we remove a Hydroid, y'all want to throw in a copy of Vivian Arcbow? I mean, giving Trample to some cards that we're going to have really, really big on, maybe. Trollbred Guardian. Trollbred is, Trollbred's okay. We could either go with Trollbred or the Merfolk. The Merfolk actually draws us a card as well. What's her fucking name? Zagana, right? Wow, that is not the card they have in, what's it called? Was she 2020? No? War of the Spark? No? It wasn't Throne of Eldraine. Was it RNA? Did she come out in RNA? Oh shit, she did. Merfolk is better. Yeah. Right now you have like a deck that just blows itself instantly. Tatiova. I love a good Tatiova, but I think she's rotating, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so Zagana. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. No more. Because I'll just keep fucking editing it. Y'all know that. Oh, wait. We need this to be... Alright, so breeding pool. Stomping ground. Check, check. I don't think War of the Spark added anything. Oh, I guess we need red too, huh? Corset. Oh, wait, fuck. No. Okay, just reset. Because if we search just by that, then we're not going to see the special lands, right? Yeah, like Lotus Field and all that. Not that we want Lotus Field, but we want to be able to see it. So there's also Temple of Mystery, which gives us the ability to scry. I really like the scry lands, and Temple of Epiphany, which almost makes me want to play Rugged Highlands, but then that only leaves us 4 cards for like other things. Seems like Nissa fits in every deck. Yeah, yeah, Nissa would be good in this deck as well. But again, I can't play Nissa every deck, you know. Steam Vents. I don't think we're playing enough red for Steam Vents, honestly. But maybe with a more red-focused Steamer build for sure. Actually, do we even care about these cards? One Dwarf immediately comes down as a 2/2. That's not bad with Chrome Goalie. Flash. It's not happening, Arrow. It's not happening. Fuck. Oh. Maybe we do go back up here. And we'll play. Just round it out already. It's like my Overwatch gameplay. And a Nico. Look at my comp group team. Like. Alright. So yeah, Nissa would be good here as well. I mean, honestly, we would probably take out the Devouring Hellion and put in Nissa, right? Oh, it's on land. God damn it. Alright, that's it. No more. Alright. Agent City thought of Ryan Gongoli in a multicolor deck. No, I haven't. Yeah, let's break this meta up a bit and splash in a fucking. Can thou do the task called upon thee? Chance, the real question is make a 5-color Super Friends deck with Eldraine. I vote for the 5 colors. 5 colors. Y'all want to see a 5 colors deck? We do need to make a 5 colors deck. I think it's required almost to make a 5 colors deck. Alright, so reset all the filters, throw in a Eldraine, search, convert mana cost. Now let's look at all the cards that give us or that have to deal with 5 colors. So starting down here, there's Kinrith. There is where is it? It's 3 mana, isn't it? LOM. Is it not? Is it 4 mana? What? Where the fuck is this card at? It is 3 mana. Happily Ever After. Right? At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 5 colors among permanents you control, if there are 6 or more card types among permanents you control and or cards in graveyard, and your life total is greater than or equal to your starting life total, you win the game. Yeah, 5 colors, tokens, questing bees, 5 colored tokens, questing bees. Make it Golos or Kinrith. We could do Golos. Token creating planeswalker questing sorcery only artifact deck. Get out of here. Get out of here, Arrow. Golos is great in 5 colors. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be playing Golos. I mean Gilded Goose technically helps, right? Gilded? Golden? What is it? Gilded. It is Gilded Goose, right? Sacrifice food, add 1 mana of any color. And it adds in our green. So we'll throw it in as a 1 of. Also it's Golos. And do we wanna Niv? Do we want the reborn Niv Mizzet? Literally one of these down and activates the first set of Happily Ever After, and then we just need 1 artifact, enchantment, instant, sorcery, creature, and planeswalker, right? Field of Dead plus Gift of Paradise plus Growth Cycle or Growth Spiral plus Circuitous Root and Golos. Plus opt. Alright. But this deck has to be practical, y'all. You know? It can't just be off the wall. What does Kinrith even fucking do? All creatures gain trample and haste until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter. Target player gains 5 life. Target player draws a card. Target creature card from a graveyard into the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay. This deck's fucking everywhere. When you play Invest 3 and you find someone with negate in the main board, you literally just die. Alright, so if we're doing this, we have the enchantment, we have the creatures, we have an artifact in Golos. We would need a planeswalker. We would need a sorcery. We need instants, right? So what's a good planeswalkers for these five color decks? Kinrith does everything, yeah. Except for live a turn, yeah. Liliana? Liliana's a good planeswalkers for these 5 color decks. Nicole, Nebraska, Chandra. Eugen is good, but it's not a color, so it wouldn't help us towards our thing. Narset Fairy. Alright. Which Nicoles can we actually play? Just this one? Just the Dragon God? Garuk? Alright, so we're gonna need some Paradise Druids, right? And what'd y'all say? Gift of Paradise? Those are gonna be needed. Huatli? Get out of here, Arrow. I'm not playing Huatli. This fucking deck is stupid. Tezzeret. Yeah, right. Might as well. Might as well go Tezzeret and go. Maybe the Lantern for 5 colors. Chromatic Lantern? Is that card? Is it sticking around? Oh, it's Guild of Ravnica. Karn. Bioessence plus Watley. Oh my god. Yeah, Chromatic Lantern might not be bad. Kaya's Wrath, William Ling, Kaya. I wasn't necessarily trying to make a Super Friends deck, a 5-color Super Friends. I just want to make a 5-color deck that can functionally play Happily Ever After / Kinrith, right? The stupid 3-mana useless white planeswalker. Yeah, the one that's so useless you can't even remember the name. We want multicolored cards. 5 colors. Almost one off. Alright, so yeah, Niv Mizzet, Nicol, pretty much Proxire. What's it called? I mean, Nicol plus Happily Ever After plus 1 green card, and that's our 5 colors, right? We want Planeswalkers. I still need instants and sorceries. Okay? Guys and gals, I need instants and sorceries. Instant. Sorcery. Future Standard. This will bring up all 5-color instant and sorcery spells. Dovin's Veto, Sphinx Insight, multicolor, and artifact removal, Ongross Rampage, Growth Spiral, because multicolor. Well, here's the thing: the multicolor only has to be on things that we control, right? 5 colors among permanents you control. So instants and sorceries, it doesn't really matter the color on, right? They can be whatever. It's mostly our permanents that we want the multicolor on. Dovin's Veto. Yeah, Dovin's Veto is probably really good. There's Assassin's Trophy. Time to disband Super Friends ideas, boys. Let's go Weenie White. Well ripped. Most multicolored things. The big things that don't revolve around Happily Ever After. Chances building a Singleton deck, Life Management. Basically, that's what's going on here. Now, we'll go back and increase the numbers of it, but I want to... We also need sorcery. Yes, sorcery speed. Circuitous Road to Sorcery. Do y'all think that's enough cards? We go like... We don't have any creatures. So we'd want some board wipe, yeah. Need some life gain. Yeah. I mean, we have Gift of Paradise, which gives us a little bit of life gain, and the Gilded Goose, which can give us the foods, which a little bit of life gain. Kinrith gives us a little bit of life. But I think we need some board wipe, honestly. Hydrated crisis for creature slash last game. Ooh, you know what, actually? Wouldn't this be good, right? Because then we just bounce our Nib Mizzet and we need to make it till turn 5. Yeah, that's true. Kyle's Wrath, Time Wipe. That's what I was thinking. A Johnny for the token and life gain and removal. Two copies of Time Wipe? Okay. Alright, alright. Does that look good for a 5-color deck? It's not truly 5-color. It's really just Nib Mizzet. That's gonna be our 5-color. Or our Nicole into Happily Ever After plus green card. Alright, alright. Let's go land. And circuitous root funds, basic lands, and or gates. Here's my question. Are these considered basic lands? Nope, they are not. AFK for more. That's good. Cut a Happily Ever After and Kenworth, put it in Hydroid Crisis. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen as well, actually. Alright, so as for our lands, circuitous root needs to be able to grab at least 6 basic lands. I mean, or we could do gates as well. Or running Field of the Dead. I don't know. Probably. Take circuitous root out. We have to have a sorcery. So if I take out circuitous root, I gotta have another sorcery speed spell. I probably need another sorcery speed spell anyways. We have so many instances. Well, we have Time Warp as well. That's a sorcery, so I guess that's fine. What did Field of the Dead? Was it 2020? What? Oh yeah, there it is. So, and then we need basic land cards. We're definitely gonna want some basic forest, yeah. Some basic plains. Yep, 2020. Okay. We probably need some blue as well. It's like that, and then our other 10 land cards can be split to try and help get us here. Because circuitous root, we only have 3 copies, so at max we can only draw out 6 of these. But you want to have a decent spread, so that way, you know, if you need to get them, you can. I think that's fine. And then we go. We want. I don't know what. Green. We want green. Happily. Just say among permanents so you can run 1 of each basic land. That's true. I could cut a plains and add in a mountain. Probably cut a forest as well. Let's see. What split do we want here? We want green, black, quite. Never got into the growth spirals either. But it's an instant speed. I need Circuitous Root. I need more sorcery spells because like 3 in the entire deck. Maybe we cut 2 of these and we find some sorcery speed. Bond of Flourishing does gain us more life. How many permanents do we have? Chromatic, Gift, Paradise Druid, Nimbizic, Golo, Skilded, Happily, Kinrith, all of our lands. Yeah, so what do y'all feel about Bond of Flourishing? Like adding that in is just like 2 of. Bond of Flower. I don't know how to spell Flourishing. Oh, it's on land. Duh. I was like, what is wrong with me? Like that. Alright, so back to lands. Back to the lands. And it would probably be RNA, right? Gugaria, Azorius, and Rakdos are the main color combinations. Really, see, I wasn't really planning on splashing red. I mean, we need it for these 2, but we should be able to get red off of Gift or Paradise or Circuitous, right? Or Gilded Goose. I definitely want Gugaria. I'm in the wrong thing. I don't want RNA. I want, no, not Ravnica Weekend. I want Gilded Ravnica. Alright, so I agree on the Overgrown Tomb. And actually, if we're going to be playing Field to Dead, I should probably reduce all those to 1. Maybe 2 Forest. Overgrown Tomb we want Temple Garden. We want blue green, white green, blue black may not even be bad. I think white black's actually a little bit better. Gugaria. Okay. So let's go to RNA real quick. We want white blue. I think we want white blue. Do we want white blue? Maybe not. I think we want blue green. And white black maybe. Throwing a Eldraine help us out any here. Maybe like that one, and that one. This is why I don't play Field of the Dead decks. I think I need more blue. Maybe? Maybe not. These 3 lands are so close. We could also throw in a Lotus Field, right? Got a great live stream chance. Check you later. Yeah, Ned, thanks for coming out as always, man. It was nice to have you. Man, I guess we can go with Evolving Wilds. I'm almost to the point where I just want to say fucking throw in a Jungle Hollow. Just so we can be done with this deck. Because I hate sorting out lands. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Alright, so we'll call this the 5-color Happily Ever After deck. Happily Ever After. Maybe we'll call it Kinrith's Happily Ever After. Right? So it's like it's his story. It's definitely jank. Straight up jank. Nothing more, nothing less. Alright, back to my decks. Whew, so many decks, so many decks. Alright, on into another. You need some super ramp deck? What are we going to super ramp into? Super big Gadwick? We could do a super ramp draw deck. I think there's potential for a draw deck. Let's see. Let's take a gander. I'm gonna look at all the cards affected by draw in Throne of Eldraine. Or a Gigant deck. We have a Giant deck. We do have a Naya Giants deck. Goodness gracious. Start at the bottom, I guess. So there's the Magic Mirror. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on the Magic Mirror, then draw a card for each knowledge counter on the Magic Mirror. You know what I want to do, actually? I want to make like a proliferate deck that works with all of these new counters we have. So like the Magic Mirror and the fucking clock tower at Midnight Clock. You know, things like that where it's like they have counter. Oh, excuse me. They have counters on them, but like, you know, it's not I don't even know what word I was going for there. It's not like classic counters, okay? It's not like creature counters. Goodness gracious. What do y'all think about that? Going for like a Magic Mirror, draw your deck. Well, maybe a Simic or Proliferate. Sounds good. It would be a super ramp deck, and we'd be at sub control and proliferate. Yeah. Use like Flux Chandler, right? All right, so let's do this. Let's do it. So, Magic Mirror. Yep, gonna want that in there. Also, okay, so We could do a crazy combo. Hold up. Also, I think a certain combo got a hell of a lot easier. Yeah, so for 3 mana, target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/0 artifact. Put 4+1/+1 counters on it. So we could use an animating fairy on the magic mirror and then use a spark double, right? On the magic mirror. I'm not saying necessarily for this deck, but like copying your artifacts just became a hell of a lot easier, right? That seems really good. Yes, you can copy the magic mirror. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, hold up. Where's that midnight clock or the big tower, whatever it's called? How much mana is that? 3 mana? Is it a 3 mana card? Midnight clock. Oh, it also adds blue mana. Wow. Sounds fun. Yeah, it does. It does sound fun copying the magic mirror. We can make a Jace deck ourselves deck. Just draw a shit ton of cards. Hmm. How do we protect the magic mirror though, right? Simic token, magic mirror, tokens proliferate deck. Alright, hold on. So we're doing Flux Chandler for sure, right? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, proliferate. And we'll probably do Evolution Sage. Which means Growth Spiral is going to be for sure. And I think for this one we would want this card, right? Draw a card. If an opponent casts a blue or black spell, spells you control can't be countered. And you and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue or from black. Not completely sure if we want that. Just saying. There's a Merfolk from War. Yeah, I think it's 2 mana, right? I think it's a 2 mana creature. We might want. God damn it, Chance, spell correctly. Finale of Revelation, right? If we're gonna be ramping, trying to draw a bunch of cards. Yes, Veil is nice. Okay. I always like when y'all reassure me of my decisions. Also, we gotta make sure we're not staying up too late tonight because tomorrow is the main event. You know. Trying to make it to where we have like 25, 30 fucking decks by the time we go in, though. Alright, so Finale is pretty good. Hydroid Crisis, right? Just not to throw it in. It's O first, Chance. And honestly, I would want something like maybe the blue Leyline. Yeah. What is it? It's Leyline. They cast spells as though they had flash. Maybe even we go Leyline of Abundance, and we go, hold up. Whoops. We go Incubation, go Paradise. Then we can just ramp hard as shit, right? And if we throw in something like Mass Manipulation, we can just take all of our opponent's stuff, throw in some Jaces, make a Niv deck for me when you feel like it. We have a Niv deck. Oh, wait, do you mean, is it Niv, or do you mean 5-color Niv? What do y'all think? Is it Niv? Okay. We'll do an Is It Niv. We will try an Is It Niv deck. But for right now, I mean, do we do this? Is that our thing, our solution? Wait a minute, how many instants and sorceries do we have? How many non-creatures do we have? 2, 6, 8, 11, 15. That's not bad. 18. Well, and this it just fits in everything. I mean, you know. Alright, we'll take out one. I think we'll take out one Flux Chandler. I think Evolution Sage would actually be better here. But then don't we like actually kinda need this card? Somewhere? This? Right? Because we're gonna be decking ourselves. The goal is to deck ourselves. Oh, we forgot something else. Midnight Clock. That was the other thing that we wanted to add counters to. But this makes it to where we don't mill ourselves, right? So if we use Midnight Clock, we don't need Jace. Right? When 12th hour counter is put on Midnight Clock, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. Alright. Like that. Now we go back and add in Ye Olde Faithful lands. We were really churning out some decks here. So RNA for the breeding pools, right? And let me check out the Throne of Eldraine cards. Let us see. Turns instant or sorcery from our graveyard. What do we have that's going to be in our graveyard as far as instants and sorceries go? Finale of Revelation, maybe, but then again, it may. No, it gets exiled every time, so never mind. It will never be in our graveyard. The Elf Summer will, Growth Spiral will, and that's it. Alright. I mean, none of these are that great. Suppose that's not bad. Gingerbread giving us food could help keep us alive. Is there a creature ability that we'd want to use? Do we want to put an ooze in this deck? I think you need some control. Maybe. Let's finish these lands out real quick. Give me just a second. Set. Oh no, I think that's too many lands. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. No, that was right. 24. Okay. Biogenic Ooze. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe an Ooze in this deck. So let's go all sets. Biogenic. Oh, we're still on fucking lands. And you're right, we probably do need some control, but it's just not my playstyle, you know? Oh my god. The stretch. The stretch is so big. Also, costs 1 less for each instant and sorcery. We only have Growth Spiral, Veil of Summer. That's going to be our instants and sorceries. So yeah, maybe we do need more. Let's see. Essence Capture. I think Essence Capture might be decent, right? Pull it up for people that don't know. So we get to counter a target creature spell and put a +1/+1 counter. So the times that Essence Capture goes off and it hits our Paradise Druid. No, I mean, I think you're right, Isaac. We at least need some more instants or sorcery speed spells, you know? That much is for damn sure. So, I mean, more controls, not bad. It's not like our deck's doing much else. So what are some instants and sorcery speed spells that we want? Oh! Quit highlighting everything, Chance. Again, can't spell. Bond of Flourishing, right? That's pretty good. I'm running out of space in this deck, so I'm actually just going to leave it at 62. I'm leaving it at 62. It's staying like it is. And, yeah, there's nothing you can tell me otherwise. We're not doing any control. We'll just throw in the bonds. That'll be it. So what is this? Magic Mirror. So this is, what's the point of this deck? Just to draw a whole bunch of cards? Ramp really hard. Play really big finales, then play really big crisis, I guess. Sounds good. So, ramp. And I think this is jank. Could be wrong. Past jank, I guess it's mid range. I don't know. And then I want to do a Magic Mirror ramp proliferate. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot it's proliferate. One of the key aspects. Alright, my decks. Now, what I want to actually kind of do is a Magic Mirror where we're focusing on using instants and sorceries and make sort of a control deck with that. So, like, go like Magic Mirror, go like Jace, maybe even do it as a mono blue. Let's see. Oh, Op's coming out and throwing a veteran. That's right. Mono blue Magic Mirror control. I was thinking either mono blue or not Esper, Dimir, because Dimir has the card where you can draw 2 cards and you like pay life or something like that, but it's 2 mana, right? So let's just search this. But yeah, you can use things like Merfolk's Secret Keeper and mill yourself 4 cards. It's just crazy. Where there's Folio of Fancies, right? Each player draws X cards. You can just keep making yourself draw tons of cards. But the card I was talking about, where is it? Does it cost more than 2 mana? Oh yeah, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Yeah, maybe it is 3 mana. That's not as good as what I was originally thinking. Flash Vivian is going to be sick in Brawl. Probably. She's only 3 mana, yeah? Flash Vivian? That's crazy. Oh. Just pop my back. What do y'all think? Y'all think Merfolk Secret Keeper makes it? Let's look at there's also Gadwick. Completely forgot about Gadwick. So where is he at? 3 mana? Yeah. Gadwick enters the battlefield, draw X cards. Whenever you cast a blue spell, tap target non-land permanent opponent controls. So Gadwick's probably happening, right? Yes, Merfolk is nice too. Which Merfolk? This one? Enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Yeah. Choose target artifact card in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. Yo, that is pretty good. It costs 1 less for each artifact you control. So we need... So, like... We did that plus Witching Well, maybe? And just... Okay. What? No, I don't want my name right there. Is it Guilds of Ravnica? I'm going to have to assume it's Guilds of Ravnica. And then I guess I got to do it by conversion. Drowned Secrets. Whenever you cast, target player puts the top 2 cards. So this would work against us too, right? No, the Adventure Merfolk. Oh! Yeah, I was literally just talking about it. The Secret Keeper. But we need control, right? We literally have so many ways to mill ourselves. We need some control up in this biatch. So, what's some good cheap control? Also, Overwhelmed Apprentice is pretty good. Oh no, that's good only for milling your opponent. Never mind, it's each opponent. Thought it was target player. I'm sorry. So yeah, what's some good control for this? Frogify? Run away together? Alright, let's start putting these in here. So maybe Frogify, maybe Run Away Together. Bouncing counters is blue, but you do have mill counters. Some counters are tapped, yeah. Stolen by the Fae. What do y'all think about this card? Okay. Return target creature with converted mana cost X to its owner's hand. You create X 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens. It's like a tempo swing. We return something, we get some creatures for defending. Stolen is awesome. Stolen by the Fae is awesome. Wait a minute. Why am I struggling with this? There we go. We can sort by only blue cards. Gimmicky? Is it? Is it gimmicky? You talking about stolen by the Fae? Is gimmicky? Maybe. Maybe it is. Bum 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 bum. Unexplained vision. Oh, that's really more of like really good in draft kind of thing. Equal to the number of cards in your hand. I wonder if you could do a Sir Eleanor deck where you try and put 20 cards in your hand, right? And then fling Sir Eleanor. What do y'all think? Because there's a lot of cards now that enable you to have unlimited maximum hand size, and then Sir Eleanor says her power is equal to the number of cards in your hand, right? That sounds like something. Goodness gracious, that sounds like something fun we might could try for with like a 1,000-Year Storm kind of deck. Into the story. Spell costs 3 less to cast if an opponent has 7 or more cards in the graveyard. Well, we're focusing on milling ourselves, so as long as you control 4 or more artifacts, has hexproof. Tap 2, draw a card. So maybe that's all the mono blue cards from here that we're really looking for. So Frogify is pretty good. Runaway Together is pretty good. Stolen by the Fae. Maybe we leave it as a 1-up just to try it. You know? That's 36 cards, though. That's a... Again, I just wanted to play Brawl in Arena. Mac, you have literally been talking about Brawl since they, like, first spoke of it. Since they were like, oh, yeah, we're going to be trying this. And you're like, yes, yes. Alright, so we just need mono blue cards now, yeah? Mono blue lands. Alright, Castle Vantress, you get played. Mystic Sanctuary, you get played. And then a whole bunch of islands, I think. Right? Alright, let's reset the filters. Let's go land. Throne of Eldraine. Let's make sure there isn't any other cards we may want to be throwing in here. Do we want Lotus Fields? Standard decks are so streamlined and drained of fun. Yeah. Yeah, that is true, Mac. That is true. Maybe not Corset or War. Add anything we may want here. Blast Zone, maybe? Blast Zone may not be bad. What do y'all think? Look good? I don't think there's any other special cards we really want to add in. Alright, so what is this? Mono blue, mill yourself? Magic mirror, mill yourself. This is definitely a jank. guess. Oh my goodness. We filled up a whole page. Literally a whole page of Throne of Eldraine decks. So how many is that? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, it says it at the top. So yeah, we have 20 Throne of Eldraine decks locked, loaded, and ready to go for tomorrow. 20 decks. I said I wanted like 25 to 30, but 20 is not bad, you know? 20 decks to play test. We play 3 decks with each of them. That's 60 games worth of decks. That's crazy. And we haven't even explored everything we want to explore. That's the even crazier thing. Like, I still haven't even touched Tulane, you know? Haven't even made a deck with him. Not Commander. Get out of here. Okay. Let's see, what kind of special decks are we missing? We haven't made an Outlaws Merriment deck. I do have Questing Beast in a deck, so that's fine. I haven't made a deck specifically centered on the Cauldron. I have made a Circle of Loyalty deck. Royal Scions. I haven't made a deck focused on them either. I have made a Great Henge deck. I've made a Realm Cloak Giant. I haven't made a Rankle deck. I haven't made a Robber of the Rich deck. God damn it. It's literally so fucking many. I have made a Harmonious. I've made Garrick. I've made Embercleave. I haven't made Tulane. I have Brazen in my Fairy deck, and I've made an Alayla Fairy deck. So, do you have a token-only deck? Token-only deck. No. I have a lot of decks that have a lot of tokens in them. I'm back. What's up, Arrow? Nice to have you back. Alright, so we need an Outlaws Merriment. We need a Tulane. We need a Cauldron. We need a Royal Scions. We need a Robber. We need a Rankle. I don't think I really care about the 6-mana Oko. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that one out in the future. Any other? No? Is that it? Again, I'm not concerned about Sir Gwen. I honestly don't think she's viable. Fun, you know, fun if you get there. Viable, nah. Let's see if there's any rares that we really wanna play. We wanna do build arounds for, right? Dance of the Mance. Yes, we want to do a build around for that. A Yara. So we made a 5-color deck? Yes, yes we did. Also, let's make a mono red deck and splash for Teferi. Hey Chance, can you show me the Planeswalkers in Eldraine? Yes, yes I can. Give me just a minute. I'm sorting out what other play around decks we're trying to have here. So a Yara, oh, son of a bitch. You know what card we forgot in that 5-color deck earlier? Fabro Elder. So it gets +1/+1 for color among permanents you control. 1. 2, for each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana for that color. Right? That's stupid good. We did make a Knight's Charge, but I kind of want to make an Abzan Knight's Charge deck. That would be really, really fun. I need to make a Linden Life Gain deck. Alright, so I need to put that over there. Fuck. So many decks still to make. Doom Foretold is going in that Knight's Charge Abzan deck. 100%. I have made an Iron Crag Feet deck. I made a Torbrand deck. I have Wicked Wolf in a deck. I have Fires of Invention in a deck. I don't have Clackbridge Troll in a deck. Where the fuck does Clackbridge Troll go? Golgari Stompy? We haven't made a Golgari Stompy! That's where it goes. Alright, so Golgari Stompy still gotta happen. Escape to the Wilds. I've been forgetting about this card for a while. I really, really love the art for this card as well. It looks so dope. Return of the Wild Speaker is actually pretty good as well. 5 mana and you can give +3/+3 to all of your creatures. Obviously, it's all your non-human, but still. Maybe we should go through this on that Gruul deck. I forgot about this card. God damn it. We do have Feasting Troll King in a deck. This is going to go in that Dance of the Manse deck, so... I need a Lockmere Serpent deck. Honestly. I mean, Workshop Elders it's fun, but like, man. Okay, so Shimmer Dragon Artifact deck. I thought about it. I really thought about it. But maybe I'll put that in the Dance of the Manse deck. We'll see. Mono red sorcery instant artifact token creature planeswalker deck that splashes for fairy. That sounds like a meta right there. Alright, so I need to put Return of the Wind Speaker or Wild Speaker into that deck. Clackbridge Troll needs a deck. So many fucking decks. Alright, let's duplicate this tab. So we'll have all these cards out, right? And, oh, I actually want to go back and change these while I got them. So, let's search. Mana cost. Oops. Scrolled when I didn't mean to scroll. Return of the Wild Speaker. That has got to be thrown in this Grumgully Face Smash deck, right? But where? But where? Return of the Wild Speaker. I think this should also go in the other one, so at least 2 copies. I got one of those. That'll be fun. That sounds like meta right there. God damn it, Arrow. Go back to my decks, and Grumgully adapts. Let's go. You know, we're just gonna be 1 over. So what was the name of that card again? Return of the Wild Speaker. Oh, there it is. Alright. Sorry. But I want to play that card. I want to see how it does. Alright, so back to my decks. Alright, so we need Golgari Stompy, we need Abzan Knights, we need Mono White Life Gain or Orzhov Life Gain. We need a Yara Mono Black deck. We need at least Azorius Artifact Enchantment deck. We need a Rankle. Not quite sure where I'm going to play Rankle at, but I want to play him. We need a Robber of the Riches Rogue deck, and we need Royal Silence, we need Cauldron, we need Chulane, and we need Outlaws. I have got to go to the bathroom, so see you, Chance. I'm going to head out for right now. Been a good stream, though. Yeah, take it easy, Arrow. Yeah, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and then when I come back, we'll build some more decks. Try to use the 6-mana Archon and a Selesnya deck. I did that already, Mac. I have a deck for that already made. Alrighty. Let's do this. More decks. I really want to make an Outlaws Merriment deck. So maybe we start with the decks that we really want to make first. Well, that's pretty much all of these. Who am I getting? Alright, so back to the deck builder. Oh, wait, maybe it won't change the screen. Maybe we'll just leave the screen and it won't change it. Alrighty, so yeah, clear. And Outlaws Merriment. How do we want to do this? At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one at random. Choose one at random. I didn't even realize it was at random. Create a red and white creature token with those characteristics. So 3/1 with trample and haste, 2/1 lifelink and haste, 1/2 with haste, and when this creature enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to any target. So where do I think this would actually be best at? Tries the dragons with Chrome Lantern, Sarkon, and Nib. We can do that. But I wanna knock out these decks because these are all cards that I really want to test come Eldraine. And that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 more decks. Oh my god. Alright, so Outlaws Merriment. I'm missing something? Oh, it's a mythic rare, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. Do it that way. So obviously we're gonna want 4 copies. Now, what kind of deck do we want to build with this? Because we could go Naya and get this down by turn 3, right? Or we could just go Boros and maybe go like a Mentor, like a Boros Mentor kind of deck. That might be cool. Or we could go a Hero of Precinct 1 deck and go wide with this. Or we could go we could go Mardu and go like Sacrifice, right? Because we create these creatures with haste, we swing in with them, then we immediately sacrifice them. Yeah, the possibilities are literally endless. Let's see, a token Outlaws deck. Okay, Boros Mentor tokens. Okay, so yeah, that's how y'all are wanting to do this. Boros tokens, Boros Mentor tokens. Personally, I like the Naya deck and the Mardu deck ideas as well. But we can do Boros tokens. Mardu or Boros sounds fun. Alright. Let's see. Let's think about some cards real quick. So if we do Mardu, we'll be using things like Priest. We could actually use Corpse Knight and Cruel Celebrant. Mayhem Devil. Okay, so that deck is like pretty fleshed out. As far as Boros Mentor goes, let's take a gander because the Mentor cards, is Mentor a type? Whoa. No, I didn't think so. It's in the text line, so Mentor, and we'll just do Future Standard, and this should show us all of our Mentor cards. Yeah, 3 mana cost. Alright. So what do we got here? We got Boros Challenger, but here's the thing: Boros Challenger can only boost up one of those tokens, because one token is a 2/1, or what is it? 2/1. Yeah, 3/1, 2/1, and a 1/2. That's what we're working with. Mardu, and you can fit 1 Ethereal Absolution. Oh yes, Ethereal Absolution. Fucking love that card. Fucking love it. We'll do a Boros and we'll do a Mardu. How about that? And I'll save my Naya deck for later. Alright. Tajik. Tajik's not bad. Right? Wojak Bodyguard isn't terrible if we get the 2/1 or the 1/2, you know. Aurelia's really good. True Fire Captain's okay. Are they white red? Yeah, they're white red. Light of the Legion may be okay. Okay, so in the Boros, maybe Tajik with Feather. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe do enchantments and buffs, Season and Growth Mentor. Legion War Boss. Alright, so the mentors that we probably like definitely want is Tajik, Aurelia, and then I think Legion War Boss and Light of the Legion are kind of dependent on what kind of deck you want to go, right? So like Max said, we can go like a feather deck where we sort of keep targeting our creatures and try and make them bigger and mentor them over and do all that kind of stuff, which would be like a Light of the Legion. Or you can go wide with like Legion War Boss and try and make a whole lot of creatures. And that would be, yeah, Legion War Boss's route. Let's see. Trample and Haste, Lifelink and Haste. When this creature enters battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. Let's do. You know we want. Oops. Tajik. And Aurelia. Pretty much no matter what, right? I mean, Sunhome Stalwart is pretty good. And if we go Feather, we do have some means of buffing the creatures. I feel like if we're going Boros, we need to go Feather. And I feel like 4 copies of Feather is fine, almost. We'll go 3. And then we'd want, probably want so much Sprint, right? And, God's willing. True Fire Captain? I was seriously debating on True Fire Captain. But I think before we decide if we want Light of the Legion and all that kind of stuff, because I was also thinking on those, let's actually see all of the cards that we have available to us, you know? Before we jump the gun and forget anything, let's check it all out. So this is going to be all of the cards from Throne of Eldraine back that we can use. Obviously, a lot of these beginner ones are going to be lands. Alright, so barge in, each attacking non-human. Well, we don't want that. Claim the Firstborn, gain control of target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. Colossus Hammer. I mean, Fervent Champion plus Colossus Hammer makes this equip only cost 5, which isn't bad. And it's a first strike creature. I think we want Defiant Strike just since we're playing the Feather. Still added a? Yep, I am indeed, Lou. Right now we're making a Boros Merriment deck. Outlaws Merriment. Then we're going to do a Mardu Outlaws Merriment deck. So Gird for Battle would be good in this deck, right? need more creatures as well. What other creatures are we trying to play? Some like cheap ones, or oh, maybe we want maybe we do want to play Hero of Precinct 1. And we can play something like Justice Strike for our removal. And there's another card that I'm thinking of. Let's see. It's a double card. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna appear on here. I must have passed it. I had to have passed it. Maybe if I just do, yeah, okay, I'm not being able to find it. Let's go back up here and we'll go advanced. We'll go white, red, exactly these colors. Future standard. And by MC. Here it is. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and intervention deals 3 damage. So it would spawn up a hero token. So yeah, look at that. What do y'all think? We'll try it. We'll give it a go. No, it was Guild to Ravnica that Sacred Foundry came out in. Alright, and then what other lands are we looking for in here? Here. I don't think we want anything from War of the Spark, honestly. Temple of Triumph, I think, feels fun. And then Throne, we're going to want Dwarven Bond for sure. Castle Ardenville. Let's just throw all these in and see where we're at. That's perfectly 60. Okay. Well, we may not want to do this. We'll take out 2 of the Temple of Triumphs and put in 1 Mountain, 1 Plains. Looks good. So what is this? Outlaws Merriment? Outlaws... Oops. Merriment. Mentors. This is going to be aggro. That looks nice too. Boros 101. Alright, let's go back to my decks. Holy crapola. Deck builder. Time to make another Outlaws Merriment deck. What? Oh, fucking lands. Every time I go to reset, I always forget it. Alright, so 4 of, and this time we're going to be playing things like Priests. Well, that was bad. Oh, wait, there it is. I see it. Never mind. Scroll. What is that? Fucking Corpse Knight. Right. Probably want to do those. Ooh, this is only non-token, so Judith actually isn't super fantastic, but we do have Mayhem Devil. What else? What else? What else? What other sacrifice cards do we have in Mardu? Midnight Reaper? True, 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 true. Oh wait, but Midnight Reaper, it's one of those cards that's also non-tokens. Fireblade Artist. Always forget about Fireblade Artist. That's actually really good. Bankrupt in Blood, maybe. Spark Harvest is good. Bladecrafter's fun. Okay, so what do we want? We want to Spark Harvest. Mask of Immolation probably isn't bad. I want the Fireblade Artist, I think. He says a 2 of. We could do Bankrupt in Blood. Playcrafter was the other one I was thinking of. Oh shit. Someone said Liliana. I assume you mean Dreadhorde General. How could we forget about Teysa? Am I right? Duh. Alright. And we need some more removal besides just Spark Harvest, I think. Well, we do have Playcrafter plus Priest. That's true. That's very, very true. Alright, so now we just gotta go back and cut our deck down a little bit, right? Does that look good? This Rakdos guy that deals damage when someone dies. I forget you already have it. Oh, you're talking about Mayhem Devil? Yeah, I got him. That looks pretty good, honestly. And then obviously we need the land. Dreadhorde Butcher. Oh yeah. Dreadhorde Butcher is really good. Well, here's the thing. Do I want Dreadhorde Butcher or Fireblade Artist? Dreadhorde Butcher, the potential is higher. Fireblade Artist, I feel like the consistency is better. What do y'all think? Dreadhorde or Fireblade? Y'all let me know. Somebody. Or since this is a pretty well, we do have Liliana and Merriment. You know what? We could probably do 22 lands in this and do a Dread Horde as well. And we'll just do 22 lands. How's that sound? Because we can always get that spike from Priest at 4 to cast our Liliana. Right? Alright, so let's go back to Guilds of Ravnica. Let's do lands and search. So on the Sacred Foundries, we need what? White, red, red, black, and black, white. So this, that, that. Butcher combos with Taste double tag when they kill them. Yeah. That's true. Oh yeah, I forgot Ethereal Absolution. That's happening. Don't you sweat it. Ethereal Absolution is happening. We'll just take out a Plate Crafter because fuck them. They're too meta anyways. You know? Just too fucking meta. Too Gucci. So we have what, 12 lands? So yeah, we still need 10 more. Let's see. I mean, hell, Judith probably wouldn't have been bad in this deck, now that I'm looking at it. It's fine. Whatever. Whatever. So we need lands. What's the other one? Red Black? Red Black doesn't have a Scry. That's right. I really need the black lands, so we can do Temple of Silence. Maybe 2 Temple of Triumphs, maybe. Do we want to Castle Ardenville? Nah. Alright, so now the only other card that I may want to add in is Judith. We're already at 22 lands, so like that. Maybe take out the mountain and get another swamp. Like that. Yeah, that should be plenty of mountains. You're right. That looks good though, yeah. Outlaws, Merriment, Aristocrats. Alright, so there. This is going to be mid range, yeah. There are our Outlaw Merriment deck. Fantastic. Looks tasty. God damn. Okay. You know what? It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm going to leave this page up so we can know what we need to do. But tomorrow, instead of getting on at 10, we may start up at 9:30. and try and knock out some more of these decks, right? I know this is going to be a good deck, thinking how much I would hate playing against it. Yeah, right? Still so many decks I need to make. Ugh. So yeah, here's the thing. If y'all want to take it upon yourselves to make decks with any of these cards as the focus, so like the Royal Scions, there's cards such as Ironcrag Pyromancer, which says whenever you draw your second card each turn, deals 3 damage to any target. Royal Scions +1. You get to draw a card every turn, so that's pretty good. And then you combine it with something like Torbrand, where Ironcrag is dealing 5 damage to any target every single turn. Things like that. If you want to make decks like that and submit them in Discord, that would be so awesome and would allow me to be a little bit ahead, so I don't have to go through and make all these decks. But that's a general idea for that Royal Scions. The Cauldron, Abzan, Mardu, Orzhov, literally any kind of sacrifice deck that you may want to try and build with it. Tulane's obviously a Bont Creatures deck. Would love to see one. Robber of the Rich. I would like to do a Robber of the Rich. Maybe a Grixis Steal Your Deck Rogue Robber of the Rich deck. That's kind of the direction I'm thinking. You could even put Rankle in there, right? Maybe. Again, I don't know exactly where I was going with Rankle. Dance of the Manse, I'm just looking to make an artifact or enchantment deck for Azorius. Ayara is going to be a mono black creatures deck. Linden, I was looking to make an Orzhov or a mono white life gain deck. Knight's Charge is, I already have Knight's decks, but I would like to make an Abzan Knight's Charge deck where we're specifically looking at paying the 8 mana and getting back a whole bunch of Corpse Knights plus a bunch of other Knights to just instantly KO our opponent. And then Clackbridge Troll, I want to do a Golgari Stompy that has Clackbridge Troll, Rotting Regisaur, the Great Hinge. Is it the Great Hinge? Where? No, isn't it? What the fuck? Why is this only showing me some of the cards? Oh, it's rare. Duh. So yeah, the Great Hinge. Things like that. That gives you all a little bit of a taste for each deck that I want to make. But yeah, I've literally had so much fun today just brewing up these decks. We brewed for what, 4 hours? it was a blast, and we got a lot of decks out of the way. I'm so excited for the event tomorrow. I actually can't wait. I hope to see a lot of you there. Yeah, you guys and girls have been absolutely amazing tonight. So keep it up. Thanks for being so dope. And as always, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, peace.